So I woke up yesterday with my eye looking kind of all crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm dying. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Chainsaw Man. Alright, so I did two things. One, I kind of just stopped making videos about Chainsaw Man for the past few episodes. And I actually took a few weeks off of just watching Chainsaw Man at all. Both of which were the best decisions I could have made for this series. Also, having taken those couple of weeks off from watching the show and being able to come back and just knock out, I think it was 3 or 4 of these in one sitting, just completely reinforced everything that I said in the last video. I know that's an unpopular opinion, so don't kill me about it. It's my personal preference. It's okay. By the way, if you haven't seen that video or the previous videos, I'll go ahead and I'll link those in the description below. I did reviews for the first 3 episodes, like, as they were coming out. So, I guess what I'm saying, and this is all a good thing, because now I get to sit down and I get to give you a good positive review, because I am very happy with this and where it's going and everything about it. And if I would have done reviews on those episodes as they were coming out, and I would have had to wait week to week, and you would have had to watch me talk about it week to week, I would have complained a lot. Not because they're bad, just because if I had to watch an episode of them walking through hallways in the hotel, just wait another week to watch them walking through hallways in the hotel, I would have probably griped a little bit and complained a little bit, and you guys would have gotten mad at me. Now I get to praise the show for being awesome. For the most part, I still complain. One of the simple pleasures in life is just complaining about things for fun. All right, in all seriousness, we almost settle in a little bit to a couple of different dynamics. You have your Power and your Denji dynamic, and then you have your Aki and your Himeno dynamic, and it's almost like we have 2 different teams here. The Aki Himeno team and the Denji Power team, and they kind of play off of each other, and we have this one and that one, and then we're going to go on a mission, and we're going to do the whole hotel thing, and there's a couple of episodes of that. It's really quite good. And what this show was able to do character-wise in like 3 episodes, I think? I'm not sure. I guess I should say from where Himeno enters the story to where Himeno exits the story, I think it was 3 or 4 episodes like max. And like I said, you have her and Aki, and they very quickly became my 2 favorite characters of the whole show. Like, to the point where I'm like, why isn't this show about them? Why are we following Denji and Power when we could be following Aki and Himeno? Like, that would be a far better show, right? I'm gonna get killed for some of these comments. But seriously, like, I grew to care about them more than anyone else like that. And that's a testament to just the show's ability in general to just character build, and the stakes and the tension and the characters in general in this are super good. Actually, if I'm being honest, I think Denji is arguably the least interesting character in the whole show. I understand his motives, and I understand everything about him. I understand what they're doing with him and how low he is and how he literally comes from nothing. So the fact that I think I said in my very first video how impressive it was that his goal is just to have jam for his bread. That's how low he is. And everything about him is interesting and good. He's a good character. But if I'm being honest, out of all the characters so far that have been presented to us, I would have to say he's arguably the least interesting of all of them, and he's our main character. That's not to say he's a bad character. That's not to say that there's anything necessarily negative about him. I'm just saying the other characters are better. That's all. Anyway, especially Aki and Himeno. They're great. What a great team they are. Which also just makes it so much more powerful and kind of a gut punch, and just so much more upsetting when Himeno dies. Like, I was shocked. I was utterly shocked. I'm sitting there as it's getting ready to happen, and I'm just kind of patiently waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, are we going here, or are we going to pull a Dorohedoro, where, oh, scary, it looks like bad things are going to happen, but then they don't. No, this doesn't Dorohedoro it. No, this presents you with stakes, and then it delivers on them in ways you didn't want it to. Like, it hurts, and which, once again, shocking, considering that we've only known this chick for like 3 episodes, and I would have rather them killed Denji. He would have been fine, let him go. Just let me keep Himeno. I liked her. She was cool. I don't know why I formed such a fast bond with Himeno and Aki. Both of them. I really like both of them. Like, easily my 2 favorite characters in the whole show. But anyway, all of this is going to lead to Makima calling on her power or her devil or whatever the hell she did. And that was crazy. Yeah, I don't know who she is or what she's doing or if she's a person or if she's a devil or if she just called on a devil. I don't know. But that was crazy. There were a couple episodes back to back there that were just bonkers. Gunfire and From Kyoto, I cannot praise those 2 episodes enough. The payoff for everything that had been built up to that point was just astounding. I can't praise those 2 episodes enough. And then this week's episode was great as well. This was that nice, calm exhale that we really needed after those 2 episodes. This was just a really good one. It had the whole episode with Aki just sitting in his little hospital room coming to terms with everything that just happened. We got an introduction of the teacher guy who's going to instruct Power and Denji as to, not be so pathetic. So that's going to add a new dynamic, and we'll see if they take to their training very well or not. And we've got Aki going to get a new contract with a new devil because, that's just what Aki's going to do. That's his level of drive and determination. He is that character for us, which just reinforces how much I enjoy him as a character. He's the one, for me, with the real deep-seated stakes and the real deep-seated drive and that deep-seated character dimensionality. Wow, what a word. That, he's doing it for his family and he's doing it and he's only got 2 years left on his life and he's got the cursed sword. He feels like he should be the main character of the show. Just saying. I've already said that I like Denji, but I'm going to say that he's just not the main character I want. If anything, he's annoying. Him and Power both are just a little annoying. I need to take it easy on these characters. I have a feeling people are going to not like me. And what is this show's obsession with pointlessly bad shots of CG, like walking or something? Like, there will be like hundreds of shots of, I'm sure CG's incorporated into the action and the fighting and all that you don't even see. They're like literally invisible, right? And then there will be like one shot of them walking down a hallway and you'll get like the POV shot of the hallway just moving. And it's just so jarringly bad on the CG front that you're like, why did that need to be there? Or like the girl running, I think it was up and down the stairs in the hotel where it like pans around the corner and you're like, oh my God, it's so awful. There's like one shot. There are about one to three shots like every episode that are just like, that didn't need to be there. The show looks really, really good until it looks really, really bad. And it's not like the game changer. Oh, suddenly the show is terrible because it had one bad shot per episode. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when you sit down as, the studio making the show and you watch a half-hour show and you go, this looks phenomenal except for this one jank-ass shot right in the middle, just take it out. It's not hard. I'm sure that one shot wasn't like make or break. Oh, I guess if we took that one horribly janky shot out, the show was going to fall apart. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the staple. That one crutch holding the whole fucking thing up Anyway, it's just weird that they insist on injecting these really bad shots in there. And clearly, with the rest of it looking as good as it does, and the CG being incorporated as well as it is into, say, fights and stuff, that walking scene down the hallway in the hotel, what, you didn't need it. Mappa, you didn't. Anyway, I guess in conclusion, the character work has been quite stellar. The amount of character development that they have been able to do in as short of a period of time as they have done it has been extremely impressive. The level of stakes that have been brought to the table are unreal, and I am utterly thrilled with the stakes. I like stakes in a show or in a property, and for those stakes to weigh so heavily is awesome. I love it. I'm now at a point where I'm super excited to see where it's going. I'm super excited to see what happens next. I'm dying to know where Aki's character is going to go. And if they take Aki away from me as well, I will be very upset. Oh, I will probably applaud them for having the balls to take such massive characters away from us, or at least, you know, characters that feel like they carry so much weight with them in the show, and just be like, yeah, psych. But that would be unfortunate, because then we'd be left with a show about Power and Denji, and that would just be a letdown, because they're the two least interesting characters in the show. Anyway, yes, very good. I'm very happy. The progression of this show has impressed me. What this show has been able to do in general has impressed me, and I'm very excited to see where it goes from here. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.